And so the before version of the infomercial, now you all sort of know what PAVE does. And so again, we help people with these massively painful merit cycles and the spreadsheet process with all these reports. And so my opener is like, hey Josh, the reason I'm reaching out is we're actually having a competition at PAVE. Competition? Yeah, competition. We're trying to figure out who has the most columns in their merit sheet. The current record is QZ, which is about 445 columns. Think you could win? And that's how we open our cold calls.
All right. So I have a bunch of perspective on that, but I want to hear the psychology behind that because I think there's a lot going on. This sounds very simple, but there's a lot going on in that one. You start.
Yeah. So the first thing is, Josh, you call it crispy, right? One, it's almost laughable and entertaining to think that columns could go to QZ. If you think QZ, that means they've walked through the alphabet, 26 letters, that many columns, all the way up to the letter of Q. And you almost always get a good laugh just because it immediately evokes this image in the customer's head of all of those horrible merit sheets that they've gone through. And I'm literally just painting that problem to demonstrate that I know your space. And I'm almost making light of the fact that it's crazy that things are still done this way. And then I can tell them a little bit about what I do after that. But that's all I needed to do. If I get a laugh there, I know I'm in a good place.
Yeah. So again, there's a couple things that I love about that. And this is the first time I'm hearing this, by the way. And I've been hearing opening lines, problem lines, whatever you want to call them, for 25 years. That could be my favorite one. And let me tell you why it is. So in addition to what you mentioned, so many cold calls are so serious. You have now evoked the potential for someone to actually feel something. That also relates to the problem that you solve, right? It's visceral, right? You're gonna get some kind of a reaction to somebody. And when you make someone feel good, and dare I say smile, use a little humor, and they kind of get it, even if they're not laughing, they're kind of laughing on the inside. There's a chemical that's actually released into your bloodstream, called oxytocin. It actually makes you feel good. It's like a trust chemical. And I don't think there's anything that I have ever experienced that's a stronger lubricant for reducing pressure and forming a bond with someone than that. When you are so serious about your value proposition, you sound like everybody else and you don't have that opportunity. Now, does that hit every single time? Nothing does. But I would imagine when you know your audience and they're on QZ, or even if they're not, they're going to feel something. The other thing I love about it is, like a comedian, I was watching Seinfeld last night, which is why this is so entrenched in me. It's like you think it's going someplace and then it goes in a completely different direction. You know, he's like, make no mistakes about it. Babies are cute, but they are here to take over for us. They're here to replace us. Like, you think it's going one way and then he goes another way. So this idea of QZ, it's almost like an exaggeration, which comedians use all the time again. So I love how you're weaving in, I think, some of these comedic principles to not only reinforce what sucks, but also make you more relatable. I like the thing that I'm going to feel as a prospect is you get me. And because it's so specific, the QZ is everything, right? The QZ is insider lingo. Every industry has it. Triathletes have it. I'm sure wrestlers have it. And by bringing that QZ in, it's something that only an insider would know. I mean, is that how you're thinking about it? Am I overanalyzing this?
Every solution, no, this is spot on. Every solution in the world drives towards, we either make you money, we save you money, or we prevent you from getting sued. Notice I did not say, we help you save time with your merit cycles, or we find that merit cycles or compensation reviews take a long time, right? They're a pretty painful process. No. Again, this is why you need to understand the problem so deeply, is I'm going to go super deep into the process, something that only a peer or only someone like you who's gone through the crap can actually go through. And what I'm also pulling on is all of the heartstrings when you've gone and complained about your spreadsheets to your CFO and they didn't get it. I'm telling you, I get it.